So, I don't know about you, but I'm actually kind of a fan of seeing what people have in their everyday carry. So, I've been browsing YouTube a lot recently and I've been seeing so many everyday carry videos, so I think it's about time I make one of my own. So, this is what's in my everyday carry. So, I'm first going to start off with hardware, and in the first section of hardware, I have, Airpods. Airpods, when they first came out, was they were one of the most famous pieces of tech probably that came out that year. It was September 2016, yeah. It was September 2016, and Airpods took the world by storm. I mean, you look around, you're like 1 in 10 people most likely have Airpods. Probably 1 in 5 people, 1 in 3 people probably have Airpods now. Airpods are just really popular, so I just carry my Airpods in my coin pocket in my jeans, which is very handy, as they fit in there perfectly, and it's way better than carrying them in my big pocket there. So in that big pocket, as I don't think I've ever said this before, but I'm actually asthmatic. So in that big pocket, I have a phone, but on the left of that phone, I also have my inhaler, in case, blue inhaler, in case, but basically, I never have asthma, I'll just take this one, and I should be, hopefully, alright, some sort. So always just carry that in case, you never know if you're going to need that. And then in my back pocket, I carry, a knife. And no, if you couldn't tell, this is really not for self-defense. What am I going to do with this? Nothing. There's nothing you can do with this, but the whole use for this is a lot of times I find myself getting packages and stuff and scrambling to find a knife, so I just carry one in my back pocket. It's just a quick, easy slice open, and this can open most things. And yes, this was a broken pocket knife, so now this bit is just very flimsy, so it does make for a great, fun, but dangerous fidget toy. If you see? Fun, but dangerous fidget toy. And then also, if I go back to my left pocket, I also have a second phone, so I carry 2 phones. I don't think most people do, but a lot of tech nerds do, I know, and I guess I'm part of that minority. So, some notable apps I've got on here, so I've got drafts over here at the bottom. So I've got drafts over here at the bottom just to quickly write down a note if I need to. I've got Notion, Notion's pretty obvious. So of writing scripts and all of that fun stuff. I've got things for over here in the corner. Then I've also got Safari over here in case I need to browse the internet. So those are just in my dock. But I feel like, so Safari isn't that common, but these 3 drafts, Notion and things aren't as common. At the top I've got Reader, which is just RSS feed of Feedly. I've got Kindle, Instapaper, Fantastical. So Fantastical is a great little app. It basically has a thing called natural language input. So I can say here, lunch with nope, I can't type today apparently. With Alfie, I actually can't type today. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then I could also add a place, and I can go /home for an example. And then you add that to the calendar and it's added. And then you can add places, you can add everything basically. It's very useful for Fantastical, and it's great for natural language input. And there's camera, mail, and another thing on Notion, YouTube Studio, then the Apple Home app. And I'm pretty sure you know what those are. And this widget at the top here is just Reader and a Notion widget to get to my dashboard. So that is basically that. And this phone, it's pretty nice. I like carrying 2 phones. Then in my left pocket I have, my main phone, iPhone 13 Pro. In the other pocket I forgot to mention is indeed iPhone 11 Pro, which is my previous iPhone. So let me just turn this on, start the screen recording. And then, there you go, you can now see the phone. So if I turn this on, as we can see over here, this looks quite a bit different. So I'm just going to show you my 2 home screens today. So this is the work mode, home screen. I have set up focus mode. So I have a calendar up there, deliveries. Now, deliveries is a great app. Deliveries basically allows you to try any incoming delivery. So let's say you've ordered a brand new MacBook Pro, which, look at that. I conveniently ordered, didn't order one, got free replacement from Apple on 8th of November. And I was tracking out deliveries, and I was getting notifications of deliveries saying, for example, your computer will be here tomorrow, instead of having to rely on UPS tracking, which is god awful. Get deliveries, you'll thank yourself. Then in the corner I've got batteries and just weather and stonks too. You have to keep track of that Dogecoin because everyone loves Dogecoin. Then in the middle over here I've just got a things through widget. After that is the Soul widget, and this basically Apple Music should have been. So if I go to the Apple Music widget, it's not even showing it right now because I have a song pause. But if I don't have a song pause, basically show recently listened to albums. If you're listening to music, you can't control the music through the widget. Why? So what Soul does is Soul basically, I can press play on the music and everything. Actually, I'd probably turn the sound on. Do not want to get in any trouble. But I can press play on songs, and what it does is it basically crashes the app afterwards, so that it doesn't actually open the app. So you don't want to actually open the app. It'll basically just crash the app, as you can see, or you can skip forward in songs. It's not working right now probably because I'm screen recording, but it does normally work. Then after that, there's the Apple Music widget, which right now it shows playing, well, paused Daft Punk, but if it wasn't, then it would show recently played albums. And after that, just a little shortcut thing I have set up, which is set a focus mode, and there's also cooler favorite, which I'm not going to press on, but there is that. But down here I just have, well, your classic standard stuff, which I've shown you before. And the one extra thing here is Timery, and I am not time tracking. So then the one extra app which I haven't mentioned yet is Timery. Timery just, well, I just track like time. So I like to track almost everything I basically do. So right now I'm currently tracking that I'm filming a video. And there's mail, and then down here there's just Tweetbot, which is just obviously for looking at Twitter and stuff when you're bored. So the default Twitter client sucks. I don't want to see any of this crap like, oh, someone you follow like this, or oh, here's a promoted Tweetbot. It's sort of all that fluff. But the issue is obviously is that Tweetbot doesn't support polls, so I do have the official Twitter app here, but I barely ever use it. Tweetbot is the best for app there is. When a personal home screen, I just have more things, deliveries, read that I showed before, it shows recent articles, stocks and weather, then Widget, Saw, Apple Music, and basically all the exact same, other than Kindle here, because I'm reading sometimes, Discord, Air, and Audible. So Air is my podcast app of choice. The great thing of Air is basically I use a service called Readwise that syncs my highlights to Obsidian, which I'll be making another video about at some point in the future, but I use a service that syncs all my highlights from Kindle and all of this stuff. Anyways, what Air does is Air, some point during a podcast, if I like it, I can press this button, and it will basically capture like a 30-second clip of what's been said, and I can add a little note, for example, saying, oh, John says to Federico here about this app, which is called a random app, insert random app name here. It looks interesting, check it out, and then I will sync it to my Obsidian database, and I can see it, which is cool. My one issue of the app is, it only goes up to 2.6 speed. Now, I know, a regular person isn't listening at 3 times speed, but I listen at 3 times speed. App developers, if you're listening, please make it up to 3 times speed. Please, thank you, bye. And then, last but not least, over here is Audible. I'm sure you've heard of Audible. If you haven't, what are you doing with your life? No, I'm not paid. I wish I was paid. Audible, if you are listening now, I wouldn't mind a paid sponsorship. Love Audible. Basically, you pay like monthly to get free credits, and it reads out books to you. This does go up 3 times speed, and look, I appreciate it, he said. But within minutes, Apple's reads out books directly to you. Right now, I'm currently listening to the Steve Jobs biography. And that is basically it for phones and all of that stuff. So now I'm going to move on to some of the other stuff I have. When it comes to my wrist, I do normally have a watch on, and currently the watch I primarily wear is indeed an Apple Watch Series 5 Nike 44mm LTE. Long name, long story short, love the watch, great watch. I've actually almost been using it for 2 years now, coming up to 17th of January. So do expect a video on the 16th of January about this watch after 2 years of use, hopefully. But yeah, love this watch, it's great. I'm going to go into more detail on that video. And if I'm not wearing this watch, I'm typically wearing a Ben Sherman watch or Ferrari watch, which I got for a birthday present. And so is the Ben Sherman watch for a birthday present. All three of them are great watches, but this is the main one I wear. And also, I just got this band the other day. It's really nice. This is the braided solo loop. It's like the yellow colour though. Don't know what it is, but I love this colour. And I need to unlock the watch again. What fun. But you may be thinking, where are the keys? Well, this is London. It rains. So there's obviously a coat involved. So this is my coat I wear. Don't know. I like it. I've only had it for like a week. Not even a week yet. But it's nice. It's warm. It's thin. Great thing is it can fold up into a little bag. And the other great thing is it has these huge pockets inside. And as well as being, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, here's the bag, comes over, you can fold up into this, which is great when travelling. But as long as being asthmatic, I also have other issues. I'm allergic to a few things. So you always got to carry 2 EpiPens, so keep them in the coat pocket. So I just keep them in there, and then I've never had to use them. If I do need them, they're right in there. But with keys and stuff, I just normally put keys in one of the pockets when I do actually have a mask in there. But normally I'll just put keys on one of the pockets, but my keys are in my door right now. Look at my door. Long story short, the keys will normally be in there. And this coat is a great coat, which I've only just got, but I like it so far. So I was debating whether or not to show you kind of like what's in my backpack too. But I was thinking it's a bit boring and bland. And as much as I like to show you, one, I can't find the backpack. I have all the tech out the backpack, but I can't actually find my regular backpack. And two, I barely ever take anything in a backpack anyway, so what's the point? Anyways, but if you do really want to see it, you can let me know below. But that's it. That's basically my everyday carry of my coat and all my fun accessories. So if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, why not check out some of my other videos to do with tech. There's a description playlist right over there. Or you can subscribe to the channel right over there. Or you can watch a video YouTube recommended for you right over there. But that's been that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.